Legendary Tom Lee is talking about Tesla stock, and of course the whole entire market as well, but he is talking about Tesla stock, which is really interesting. And if I didn't know better, it seems like he's pretty much telling us to buy this flippin' dip, which is absolutely an awesome dip. I've been buying literally every single day, and if you're following me on X, I've just transferred 10K into my portfolio to buy more Tesla stock. This is amazing. This is flippin' amazing. We're in 2025, right before all the amazing things that are about to happen, and the stock is down in the low 200s. Not just Tesla, by the way, the whole entire market. So we're going to start with Tom Lee to see what he had to say about Tesla and the entire market, and then see some really interesting things, what Elon has been saying or commenting on FSD in China, which is absolutely flippin' huge. So let's get down to it. Smash that like button if you haven't already and hit subscribe. Let's go. Let's start off with Tom Lee talking about Tesla because it's music to my ears.
You know what? I think Tesla and Nvidia, they've been hit the hardest. Do I think that their future trajectory is worse? I actually think that they still look like great companies, and it's not like in Tesla's case, it's not like their competitive position has worsened. It's probably strengthening.
Tesla's competitive position relative to other EV companies.
Yeah, and their leadership in, let's say that there's, like, if you ask a technologist, what's the next big thing? It's going to say robots. Tesla's, country mile ahead of a lot of people on robots.
Okay.
So it's not like being down 35% has changed their competitive position.
You see, this is why Tom Lee, he's legendary. He's a flippant legend. He doesn't get emotions and the outside noise and the FUD get to him. He's saying the competitive position of Tesla has not worsened. It's actually strengthened, gotten stronger. And he also said that Tesla is a country mile ahead of a lot of people or competition in robots. Stock being down more than 35%, because is down more than 35% now, hasn't changed their competitive position. And I completely agree. Look, in the short term, guys, we know this, that stocks in the short term are voting machines and in the long term are a weighing machine. I can tell you now, in the next 5 years, we're going to look back at these stock prices of Tesla stock prices and go like, wow, I can't believe I missed out. I can't believe it was that low. I can't believe Tesla stock, the valuation of this company is below $1 trillion. That's all I'm going to say. But that's looking long-term, which majority of the previous video, all the comments were short-term thinkers. It's absolutely amazing. But here's the thing. It doesn't hurt me because I've been an investor in Tesla since 2020, and I've witnessed the stock going down from 414 to as low as 101, an 80% wipe. That is crazy. And we're not there yet. Like, with all this FUD and noise and comments, we're not there yet. We're on the way there. But I don't think we're going to get there because it's a whole lot different now. There's a lot of fundamental things that are about to change with Tesla that is just going to squish these short-term thinkers. But anyways, not here to talk about that. Talk here about Tom Lee. Let's talk about what he means about the competitive position of Tesla. So he talks about robots. That's the big thing. But that doesn't mean just Optimus with Tesla. Yes, that's like the main prize, but there's also another thing. He's also talking about another thing, which is their robots on 4 wheels and the software that runs off of FSD. This, if you look at Teslas are not cars. They're robots on wheels. That's what Teslas really are. And if you want to compare it to BYD, all that kind of stuff, BYD is a car. They're not robots on wheels. Yes, they may have some autonomous capabilities, but it's nothing compared to what Teslas can do. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I don't care what anybody says. Tesla, they're an AI company. They're a tech company. BYD is a car company because they don't have anything much in tech. If there is, it's outsourced. So really, the competitive position here is what I think Tom Lee's talking about is the FSD. And you see things or companies like Waymo and Baidu that already have robotaxis out there. They've already doing proof of concept. You got to thank them for actually doing it because it's really bringing what Tesla is doing to life even sooner and quicker. But here's the thing, guys. Let me tell you guys a little secret that's not so secret. They're not scalable. They're absolutely not scalable. Unlike Teslas. Teslas are flipping scalable. Dude, Tesla launched FSD in China overnight. With a snap of a finger. That means all Teslas in China can opt in for FSD. And oh my god, the videos that are coming out from flipping China with this FSD is absolutely insane. The driving in China is completely different in the US and Canada and in Mexico, right? Because that's where FSD is available in these countries. But it's doing an incredible job that some of these bloggers, Chinese bloggers, are blown away, saying that it's so much better than locally made FSDs that are made from LiDAR. But we all know that Tesla's FSD is not made from LiDAR. So it's absolutely insane. Can Waymo and Baidu do this with LiDAR? Hell no. Heck no. They have to go to that area, pre-map it. Oh my god, that's going to be a lot of money, a lot of time. And by the time they do that, maintaining it is hard, while Tesla's is already just everywhere. It's crazy. I mean, the scalability of what Tesla's software can do is unmatched. It's unmatched. And that was the reason why I went all in Tesla stock. And it's crazy that we're seeing it. Like literally overnight, with the snap of a flipping finger, all Teslas in China can have FSD, can opt in for FSD. It's absolutely mind-boggling. And the amount of data that it's going to store and collect is just, it's mind-boggling. It's insane. And, you know, I'll show you guys a video here too in this video, how crazy this FSD is in China. It's insane. It's just mind-blowing. And this is why I'm buying more stock. That's it. Because literally we're months away from cybercab and robotaxis in the US and everywhere else. It's just, I just don't know why anyone can be so bearish right now. The future is so flippin' awesome. Now, regarding the bot, we haven't seen much about the bot, right? The latest thing we've seen of Optimus is him, or I guess it would be a him, right? Going down the hill and then he slips and then he catches himself, which was flippin' human-like. Insane, but that was months ago. And Tesla hasn't released anything because they said it themselves that when we release these things, people do copy it. But I guarantee you, this thing can do other crazy things. I bet. I mean, I can't wait. I do think that we may get we will be getting an Optimus Day sometime this year. So get ready and be ready for that. So that's what I think he means by competitive position, meaning towards the FSC, the bot. We haven't seen the full form yet, but the FSD, man, the competitive position is there, and it's stronger than ever. It's absolutely insane. But you know what? Let everyone think that Elon's a Nazi, swastikars, all these, stupid things that won't even matter in about 6 months' time. Anyways, we'll get to that in a bit or later or whatever. But Tom Lee goes on, and he also says that the market and Tesla stock sell-off is an overreaction. Listen to it.
Why do you say overreaction?
Well, yesterday really was an indiscriminate selling day. Did Tesla's valuation and fundamentals drop 15%? Did the broad market have a 4% decline in valuations? To us, it really looked like a lot of liquidation. I think investors are, of course, reacting to the White House warning of pain ahead, but it has been more of an equity sell-off than it has been in corporate bonds. So to us, 4% down days, I think it's an overreaction.
So not only does he say it's an overreaction, but he also says the reason why it's overreacting, because White House is warning of pain ahead due to tariffs. Now, I've already talked about how tariffs can impact, Tesla and the market. So you guys can check the video here. But Tom Lee said this on March 12th when the market dropped 4% that week. Now it's March 18th and the markets continue to drop even more, which includes Tesla. But he says something really important here that I want you guys to grasp. He said that, did Tesla's valuation and fundamentals drop 15%? Hell no! The markets in the short term, like I said, guys, in the beginning of this video, are voting machines. They're voting machines. And in the long term, they are weighing machines. Here's the thing, guys. Do you think anyone remembers what happened literally 2 years ago? All the noise and FUD around Elon buying Twitter, now known as X. I mean, the stock again went from 414 to 101. Now, it's the next shiny thing. No one is even talking about that as if it never really happened. What do you think is going to happen in the next 6 to 12 months? No one's going to be talking about these things. It's going to be over. It'll be the next shiny thing, whatever Elon does, because Elon, he does a lot of things. But no one's going to be talking about this. And it's funny because all these FUD comes around when the stock goes down. But when it goes up 10, 20, 30%, it goes away. This FUD just stops. It never happened. It was never a topic of discussion before. Welcome to Tesla stock. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. And again, the comments coming is absolutely insane, but this is the biggest signal for me to buy more. And majority of the guys who are being very loud, they bought at the top around the 480s, 470s with the top with the Trump pump. They bought it then. And I told you guys when it went above 400 that I've stopped buying the stock. The only time that I would buy it if there's a big correction or if it goes below 400, which I did exactly that. And now I've made a video about it that I'm buying more stock because it's just amazing. It's amazing how emotions are getting in the way. It's crazy. I'm not an emotional investor. I'm a logical investor. I love when people are fearful. I'm just greedy. And I've always been like this. And that's why I've made a whole bunch of money in the stock market, mainly with Tesla. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Until then, I will continue to buy more stock in the next 6 to 12 months until we get this awesome. I can't believe, again, the stock is in the low 200s. It may go down to the high 100s or go in the 100s again. Who knows? I don't care. I love it when it goes lower so I can buy more shares because, again, in 5 years' time, 10 years' time, we'll be begging to buying at these prices. Again, none of this videos, none of this advice is financial advice. It's not even advice, really. None of this is financial advice, but here it is, guys. This is what I wrote on my X, and I 100% believe this because it's actually happening. I wrote here that Tesla stock in the low 200s while we're about to witness robotaxis, affordable models, energy deployment records, mass Model Y delivery launch, FSD widespread in China, FSD entering Europe, FSD licensing deals, potentially, entering new markets, finally India and Saudi Arabia, and bot updates. I don't know about you, but if there was ever an opportunity to buy Tesla stock, it's now. It's now. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Ron Barron comes out and he also says he can't believe how cheap stocks are right now. Tom Lee is saying things are overreaction. Like, the signs are there if you want a dollar cost average. But instead, you cower. Majority of you guys are with me. But the minority, the loud minority, you cower yourselves. You give in. But that's not my problem, right? I actually love this problem because I get to buy more stock on the cheap. That's all I'm going to say. But sheesh, these are the facts. And they're about to happen. And you want to sell your stock right before these things happen? Come on, man. Come on. Use your logic. Forget your emotions. Leave that thing out your door. Leave that emotions out the door. It's going to cost you a whole bunch of money. That's all I'm going to say. And again, I'm not a trader. I'm a long-term investor. I've been invested since 2020. I'm still in the green with all this. I'm still in the green. I'm actually averaging up even at these prices. But they're low prices in my opinion. And they're going to be flipping juicy in the next 5 years. That's all I'm saying. Not financial advice. But here's the FSD thing that I want to show you guys, which is absolutely a sheesh flipping moment. It's absolutely incredible because this is in China and they just recently launched FSD in China, which is absolutely a sheesh flipping moment. Look at this video. It's a 4-minute video. Of course, I can't show you guys all at, the whole thing now, so I'm going to fast forward it. But look at this. It's insane. Aaron Lee says that FSD is being tested with the water cup challenge. It's never dull in China. And not once has this thing spilled. That's how smooth this thing is. And in China, recently launched FSD in China. How could you be bearish? When you look at this thing, how could you be bearish? It's crazy. The head of Tesla's FSD requoted this saying that FSD's been prepared for this one. And then Elon requotes him saying that Tesla self-driving is smooth. Man, I can't wait until this thing is in Europe as well, which is like, I think Elon said by May or June or July. He said May, but I think it'll be a delay as well. But guys, after June, I'm going to say this right now. After June, if we continue to zoom on Tesla deliveries, which I'll continue to do because it's fun to do. But if you think deliveries are going to continue to be the main bread and butter for Tesla after June, you don't understand the company. That's all I'm going to say. I would even say a year from now, we're probably going to see some really good FSD and robotaxi revenues because, at least in North America, that this delivery thing, this car sales are not going to really matter as much. And then Wall Street will obviously has to up their EPS, have to add it in as well to their spreadsheets because now, of course, it's serious, it's printing money. Now they have to do it. Lovely Wall Street and their EPSs. A year from now, 6 months from now, I do believe Tesla's going to be in a whole different ballgame. All this noise and FUD, when you have sales, of course, sales are not that high because of the Model Y not being sold, the delivered refresh being sold yet at mass scale, which that'll change this month and next month. But with sales low because of that, the FUD and noise are going to win. But that's going to change within months. And I cannot wait. And until then, I'm going to continue buying more Tesla stock. If you're a long-term investor, Tesla investor, which I think majority of you guys watching are, you guys have to watch this video between Stern and I going as far as 2030 and 2035, and the numbers are amazing. If you're only if you're a long-term investor. If not, and you're only here to hate on me, well, thank you for watching this video to the end. Love you guys. Subscribe, scare about the dev t-shirt, and I shall see you guys in the next video. See ya.